Good morning, everybody. I hate doing things twice, but apparently I didn't push play. We are on the road again. We had a great time down at the Ark and at the Creation Museum. Personally, I preferred the Creation Museum over the Ark, but both were well worth looking at. I think the main reason I prefer is just less busy. There's more room, less people in there. You just had the time to, slowly read and look at whatever you wanted to. And I think normally speaking, the Ark probably would be like that too if that conference wasn't on. So highly recommend you check those out if you get the chance, if you get in the area. It is quite pricey for our whole family. I think it was like, do you remember, 350 bucks or something? For something Canadian. So that allowed you to go to both places, and you have 7 days. So I think you can go twice if you want it with those tickets, I believe. Mama's sewing again halfway, trying to get another dress done. Just one dress left to go, or that's it? And more?
I think two.
Two more, yeah. It's not a bad day. It is cloudy, but there is some blue sky up there. We spent the night in Sydney, Ohio. We've got about 6.5 hours left to drive home, which we should be able to do today, Lord willing. If there's anything en route, we'll videotape it. I don't know what exactly there is. I mean, obviously I like filming farmland and things like that. You guys might be tired of that by now. I'm not sure. We are going to go through Finley, which I thought was kind of neat. Finley's got his own little town. We'll be doing that, I think, in the next hour or so. Aside from that, we're going to cross into Michigan. Then, of course, we're going to cross the border. And I forget which one we're going to do. You remember? Sarnia. We're going to cross the border in Sarnia and then make our way up through southern Ontario and back up to the in-laws, where we'll be parking this beast and getting ready. We got 6 days now, I think, before we have to fly out. So it's definitely coming closer. We got to pick up a couple more pieces of luggage, get those filled up, make a few more arrangements, a few more phone calls, etc., etc. But things are definitely heading in the right direction, and we are super excited. People have asked, are the kids, are we not worried about the kids over there because nobody speaks the language? I believe this to be a falsehood. From what I have heard and people I've talked to, a lot of people over there speak English. You have to keep in mind that English is an international language. People all over the world speak English, especially if they're related to any kind of business. So I don't believe that's a big concern. Also, children pick up language very quickly. When I moved to Canada, I did not speak any English. I don't remember learning it. I obviously can speak it now and understand it very well. What else was there? Oh, friends. People are worried, are your children going to lose all their friends? Well, you don't lose friends. If you lose them, then they weren't really friends to begin with. We have friends all over Canada and quite a few in the States, and I have acquaintances and what I would also class as friends in various places around the world. What is a friend? I mean, friends is somebody that's got your back and that sticks with you through thick and thin, no matter what. And moving away, that should not make you lose a friend. If it does, then that's not a friend. Yeah, simply put, I guess. I think that probably answers that one pretty well. So we've moved lots of times. Children keep in contact with some folks, and some folks they don't. I don't think any of them are, at this point anyway. I ask them periodically because we're very open about that. We want to know what our children are feeling and thinking, and we regularly discuss that. And none of them are hindered by this, so I'm not concerned about that. Another one we get, we're moving to a hostile area, being a former Soviet republic. People, you gotta stop listening to your news. It's false. Start reading more than just what you're told here. You're told every day that you live in the greatest planet or greatest country in the world. It's not true. There's other countries that are in much better shape. And I think the reason we're told this over and over is so that you won't realize that things could be better. Things are heading in a very bad direction right now. And there are countries that are in much better shape. Now, I do realize the vast majority of people, myself included, won't take somebody else's word for it. You need to see it. And that is our hope when we're there. And as we continue to travel, to take more videos and show you what life is like there, what kind of opportunities exist there. We'll talk to people firsthand that will be able to, you know, people that live there. That's the important thing to remember too. People that live there and engage there on a regular basis. They'll be able to tell you what life is like. You know, talking to somebody who has left, if me leaving Canada is probably going to give a more negative impression than somebody that is 100% pro-Canada and staying in Canada. Right? I'm going to say some negative things about Canada. To an outsider, that's then going to say, oh, we can't move to Canada, it's a terrible country. But there are people living in Canada who really like it. If those same individuals were to talk to them, they would get a different impression. And the same thing goes for any other country. You have to keep that in mind. So if you're just talking to people that you know that have left a certain country and they all say it's bad, or you're listening to your news, both of them are going to give you a one-sided report of what that country is like. And I think you really need to talk to people over there. And that's what I've done for the last year and a half. I've been talking to people in countries where we are interested in moving to and getting a first-hand account. And not just one individual, multiple individuals across a wide range of religions and also like living in the city, living in the country, different vocations. That's the one I was looking at. People that have a farming career, people that don't have a farming career, and getting an accurate, or trying to get an accurate, as accurate as possible view of what the country's like. And I think that's the best way to do it, and not just turn on the TV and see what CNN says or what Global News says, because that's going to give you a one-sided report, right? Or what Google says. It's giving you a Western opinion of something. And I believe all of those opinions have an agenda. They're not just telling you the truth and the facts. You need to dig deeper, and you got to look deeper to find your own facts and your own truths. So anyway, there's your rant for the day. No, we are not worried. And at the end of the day, we belong to Him. And all Christians, wherever we are, we're going to face some persecution somewhere. We're facing it in our own country. I really don't know how much longer you're going to be safe to practice your religion in Canada as you see fit. As a conservative Christian, there's a lot of watered down churches who are willing to accept these new ways and new ideas. Well, Christ doesn't accept those. So your church might, but that does not make it a Christian church. It actually removes it from being a Christian church if you're starting to absorb these ideas and take them into your church. If you're painting rainbow steps on the front of your church, that's not a Christian church. Right? To be a Christian is to be a follower of Christ, meaning that you're doing what Christ says and what Christ wants. Painting rainbow steps on your church is not what Christ wants. It's exact contradictory to what Christ wants. It's actually in your face. The rainbow was a sign that God would never again destroy the world for the wickedness that was in it. It directly goes through the flood. It directly has to do with the sin and the evil in this world. Right? And these people have adopted that symbol as theirs, as an in-your-face, with pride on top of it, which is another thing we're not allowed to have. So, yeah, if your church is doing that, it's a false church. And unfortunately, a lot of churches have done this. We need to stick to truth, and I think those who will stick to truth will be seeing persecution, and are already, in some instances, seeing some. It may be minor so far, but it's slowly getting worse. And people who are conservative and really care about their religion, or about their Christianity, are seeing it. We talk to lots of them, and they do see it. I know lots of people who are either thinking of leaving or who have already left, looking for countries that still align with these conservative Christian values and opinions. And you can't find them in the West. So anyway, like I said, I know most people won't be able to process that information without seeing it firsthand, and we're honestly hoping to be able to do that through you, or to you, through YouTube and whatever means we have available to us, to show you what life is like there, and that there is opportunity, there is a place. God has always made a place for His children, somewhere in the world, always. And I don't doubt Him now. I believe He will once again make a way for His children, and I believe He is making a way. So there's your rant for the day. In the meantime, it's getting a little bit sunnier, and it actually looks a little nicer out. And we are going to enjoy a lovely day. Ah, kind of neat. Welcome to Findlay. Never thought I'd drive a motorhome through Findlay. It just seems very wrong. Bad, mean, cruel even. But he has his own town. Apparently it's a flag city, USA. Whatever that means.
You see the fire truck?
Yeah.
Whose fire truck is it? Yes.
No.
Yeah.
It's a nice fire truck.
Where's mine?
It's yours?
Yeah.
Does it say your name on it?
Yeah.
What does it say? Finley, you're right. Yeah, I bet you their gate's stuck like the other day.
There's another one going over there. I think they're just slow.
Well, we had to, remember they had to get somebody to come out.
When there's nobody in it, is there?
Well, they had to get somebody to come out and open the gate the one day we went through, remember? It was stuck.
There comes somebody. Yeah.
No, we don't have tap. We're gonna slow them down.
You should have a raise, man. You're pumping out cars fast. I don't have tap on mine, unfortunately. I'm going to slow your system down.
If you want to call them, 984-3131, ask to transfer to supervisor.
There you go. You should be. We're watching here. I'm like, you're just, and they're still sitting there with the gate shut. We thought maybe the gate was broken.
The gate was broken fast, so the supervisor had to go over there.
Oh, yeah. Have a good day, sir.
Told ya. Alright, we're going over Sarnia border. We've never been over this one before. It's a lot busier than what we're used to. These guys are coming in. Wowzers, look at. I would not want to be stuck on that bridge. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Slow, slow, slow. Bumpity bump, bump, bump. Do we have to make noises like that?
Welcome to Canada, eh?
Looks like this side's a little bit more industrial.
We are in Canada right now. This is Canada.
We've never seen that before. They got a whole different check-in place over there. Still quite nerve-wracking every time, even though we're coming back into our own country.
I'm not so worried. When I'm a Canadian citizen, you can't deny me the right to come home.
Oh, I don't know. They can make our life miserable. Anyway, look how backed up it is. All the way down this highway. It was all the way over the bridge. We've already come through on the Canadian side, and these guys are way, way backed up. They're still going all the way.
Like truckers coming.
Like hours and hours and hours. It's insane. It's insane. Why would, yeah. I think I'd be picking a different border.
We are back in Canada. We have crossed the border 15-20 minutes ago, I think. So I got another 2.5, 3 hours driving yet. It is raining here as well. Temperature is a lot cooler than where we were in Kentucky. We were kind of getting spoiled there. It was nice. So anyway, maybe one of the last times we crossed the American border, who knows, or the Canadian border, at least for a while anyway. Got some big farms around here. This is actually nice country. I don't know that I've been down here. I probably have. This is like long ways from where I grew up. It's very flat here. Looks nice in that sense. Big fields. Huge farm there. Big outfit. Probably a dairy farm is my guess, but I don't really know. So other than that, not a lot going on. Anise is doing some editing on some videos, and the kids are doing their homework back here. Their school, trying to get some more stuff wrapped up before we take off. Wes has got to get that math book done, so he's hammering through the math lessons before we get on the plane. And a lot of the other stuff can wait, I guess. A lot of straw on that farm too. That big green area, that's all straw. Anyway, kind of a wet, miserable day. Not a whole lot other than that going on. We are still very excited. We've got a few more people to visit and see. And a couple more bags to get ready and pack up. Get the motorhome ready for winter. Give it a good cleaning and just kind of go through everything. And either we're going to sell it or we're going to store it, one way. But either way, it'd be nice to have it clean and ready to go. And that's about all I can tell you for now, I guess. Not a lot else going on.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday.